Welcome to the PTAC-Corpus Christi BidMATCH system overview for contractors. The BidMATCH system by PTAC has been totally rewritten to allow for greater usability and advanced search features. In order to use the system, you must be pre-registered as a contractor or an agency. We'll discover how we register for each in another tutorial. In this tutorial, we'll talk strictly about registered contractors. Let's get started by logging in with our contractor username and password. When you're successfully logged in, you're presented with a new menu. Menu features are Advanced Bid Search, which allows you advanced search features of posted bids. User Window, which allows you to edit your user. Basic View, which is where you'll be spending most of your time as a contractor looking up and researching bids. And a subset of those bids that are due in 30 days or less. Let's start with our basic view because this is where we'll be spending most of our time as contractors. In the basic view, we see we have listed all of the contracts that are currently available for bid. Today there are 64 bids available spread out through 4 pages. Bids are listed with the bid ID, the agency name, synopsis, and the bid date. This is the date that the bid must be turned in by. Each one of these columns is sortable or sortable in multiple columns in ascending and descending order simply by clicking on the column name. I can sort agencies by simply clicking on the agency names, and you see the agencies are sorted in alphabetical order. I can further sort that by holding down my control key and clicking the word ID, and now my contracts, or my bids rather, are sorted numerically, by agency name and numerically. Let's take a look at each one of these bids in further detail. Because as contractors, agency name, synopsis, and bid date is not the end all of the bid. We need much more information. This little icon here, this magnifying glass, allows us to open another view which has detailed information about the bid. The bid ID, the agency name, reference number if available, synopsis, the bid closing date, the contact information if available, if there's going to be a meeting and where that meeting is going to be located, procurement value of the bid if available, notes if plans are available at PTAC, in this case they are, the agenda if it's available, the date that the bid was entered, and the dates that is going to be removed from the system. The bid date is the date that the bid closes. Your bid must be in by this bid date. The archive date is the date that that bid is going to be removed from the system. Why is there a difference between the two? Well, as contractors, we know that just because it says the 1st of December, that does not mean that it's actually the 1st of December. Things happen. So a little cushion is presented to remove it here. Because this bid is closed, and this agency, City of Corpus Christi, is no longer taking the bids after 1 December, that does not mean that this information is no longer valid. But after the 8th of December, this bid will be moved from the system. You have a previous button, a forward button, and a back to list. Previous simply brings you to the record before. Forward brings you to the record after. And back to list, of course, brings you back to the basic view. Any one of these particular bids can also be exported or printed. By checking this box here and selecting Print Selected, we are presented with a print-friendly format for that particular bid. Simply print this from your browser as you would any other web page. We can print multiples the same way. Printer friendly, print it from your browser as you would a normal web page. We can also export data. These 3 bids that are checked here, with export, I can export this information into an Excel file, a Word file, a comma-separated file, or an XML file to later import into my specific programs. We also are presented in this particular view the ability to do advanced search features. Advanced search features are available to the contractor by the Advanced Search button, the Advanced Search web menu option, or the Advanced Search quick window. Let's take a look at the difference between an Advanced Search quick window and the Advanced Search menu option or button option. The Advanced Search button or menu option launches a new view. This view gives you all of the particular fields that can be searched, and you can search on multiple fields. I want to find all bids that contain the word Texas and have a bid date between November 1st and today, and let's say the 30th. I've now searched on two fields with two different criteria, and it returns me that subset of bids. Agencies that contain the word of Texas and bids that are closing between November 1st and November 30th, as you see here. The Advanced Search quick menu option, always presented to your left, works exactly the same way. You can very quickly add or delete fields that you want to search on and their particular options. So let's take a look here. Let's add agency name, because I want to search on that field, and I also want to search on bid date. If I hide my options, I don't have a choice of how I'm going to sort these. If I show my options, I can say I want agency names that contain the word city, and notice that it gives me a context-sensitive menu here. These are agencies that currently have bids available that contain the word city. So it's asking me, do I want to subset this down even further? I can select City of Corpus Christi, I could select City of Laredo, and so forth, or I can just continue on with city. Now I want bids, and I want bids that are between November 1st and let's say bids between December 31st to close out my year. This is going to return me all bids that have an agency name containing city and close between the 1st of November and the 31st of December. So we see here it found me all of my Corpus Christi, all my City of Laredo, all my City of McAllen, and my City of Portland, but listed only those that were closing within that time frame. So your search options are very, very important to you as a contractor. It can allow you to subsort down and look for just those bids that are specific to you. And you have every field that is available to search on, either individually or multiply. Let's take a look at bids due in 30 days. Bids due in 30 days contain a little bit more information at the start than the basic view. But these are already subsetted. These are bids that are closing within the 30 days. So as you see here, we have bids that are closing within 30 days. And it gives us the agency name, it gives us the reference number, synopsis, bid date, contact name, so forth and so forth, in a very quick overview. We always have the detailed view option to look at them in detail, and we still have all of our search features to search these bids in any manner that we so choose. And just like in the basic view, we can also print or export all of these or any of these that we so choose. BidMATCH has been redesigned to assist the user in finding those bids and working with PTAC very, very closely. Lastly, let's look at our user window. In our user window, it gives you your record, the record that you're signed in as, and allows you to edit this record. You can select this icon, which opens a view edit window, or this icon that lets you edit it in this view. Let's open it up in the full view. And here we see I can change my username, my password, my company, all sorts of information, and also the county. County has been added to the BidMATCH system. Your county for your current record may not match. So please ensure that you go in and select the correct county for your city. Update your email addresses, so forth, so forth, so forth. Let's make sure that's your contractor. And select Save. Your record has been updated, and you're back to list. This concludes the contractor overview for the BidMATCH system version 7.5. If you have any questions, please ensure that you contact your PTAC representative at 361-698-1025 for more assistance. Thank you very much.